Good afternoon. Siguro nakita naman natin lahat kagabi, napuyo tayong lahat kakapanood ng video ng isang matanda na pinalawit ng isang pulis. Pinapunta natin 'tong pulis na 'to ng hapon, dumating siya 3:00. Siguro that says a lot already kung anong klaseng disiplina meron itong pulis na 'to. Saan ba yung Mike, teka yung papel ko. Yung papel ko na binabasa kanina. To my right is Corporal Simeon D. Suan. I think he was involved in a traffic accident in Taguig yesterday. Paikot ng papikot. He was involved in a traffic accident in Taguig yesterday, and we also what he did. He arrested a 76-year-old driver whose name is ano ba to? Vehicles involved: Ford Link sedan, driven by Police Corporal Simeon Suan, assigned at Region 4A headquarters, who refused to disclose its specific unit. And the other vehicle is a Hyundai shuttle van, driven by Santiago Garcia, 76-year-old, single high school graduate driver. So this was on June 2, 2026, 5:30 p.m. Oh, sabihin mo, Mr. Suhan.
Hello. Magandang hapon po sa inyong lahat. Narito po ako para linawin po yung nangyaring insidente. Prior po kasi doon sa nangyari na yon, nakikita lang po doon yung video na ina-arresto ko.
Are you telling me you're not gonna apologize, Mr. Suhan?
I have to apologize, sir. I understand po. Pero please, sana po ay bigyan niyo ako ng pagkakataong makapagpaliwanag, sir. With all due respect po, sir. Please. Kasi yung video po na kumakalat, parang ako ang sobrang maling-mali doon. Pwede ko po ba, sir, na mabigyan ako ng due process, ma-explain ko man lang yung side po, sir?
Hindi, paliwanag ka.
Opo, sir.
Maghusga ang taong bayan sa ginawa.
Opo. Salamat po, sir. With all due respect po sa inyo, Sir Canelisan. Ang nangyari po nung prior po yung incident na yon, tinangka po niya akong sagasakan. Deliberately po. Meron po akong video dito na nakuha ko po sa barangay, nasa sagasaan niya ako. So, prior to that, gusto ko siyang, pinapakiusapan ko na yung lisensya niya, lisensya niya ay isubmit niya doon sa mga barangay officials doon, mga barangay tanod na andon, para habang hinihintay namin yung yung mga traffic enforcers, makuha yung mga details. Kasi wala naman po akong balak na magtagal kasi po may lakad po ako that time. Naka-uniform ako, pupunta ako ng Krame. So, ang pakiusap ko lang kay tatay, sana ay isubmit yung sarili, makuha yung identity niya, tapos may report po sana yon. Ang problema po, tinangka po niya akong sagasaan. May video po ako doon. And for information lang po ng lahat, base po sa investigation ko, meron po siyang 8 incident. The same po. Ito po yung mga police report. Kung pwede niyo pong 8 po ito na same. Frustrated homicide, attempted homicide. 8 po itong insidente. Ipapakita ko po sa media. Kung pwede niyo po kunan ito lahat.
Upo ka dyan. Upo ka dito.
Ito po.
Upo ka dito, Miss Corporal.
So, ito pong pangyayari na to, nagpapatunay lamang po na trabaho niya na itong mambangga ng ibang tao tuwing siya ay nagkakaroon ng itong traffic incident na magganito. Yung mga kaso po na ito, nandito po yung babanggitin ko lang po lahat. Sir, with your pasensya na po, sir. Yung itong kaso niya nung 2022-12-26, frustrated murder, frustrated homicide. Itong isang kaso, consummated reckless imprudence resulting to multiple physical injury. Pakiado lang po kung ito po, sana po ay mabigyan po ito ninyo ng maano po sana ninyo to, ma-cover po sana ninyo to. Ito po. Frustrated homicide.
Anong kinalaman yan dun sa insidente ng traffic accident?
Ito po, attempted homicide.
Corporal Suwan,
Apo.
anong kinalaman niyang mga pinagsasabi mo dun sa traffic accident?
Sir, gusto ko lang pong patunayan na itong moral character ng tao ay hindi ganun kaganda, sir.
Do you want to go that route, Corporal
Mm.
Suwan? Do you want to go that route?
Nabanggit ko lang po to sa itong 8
Oh,
incident.
let me ask you a question, Corporal Simeon Dimaala Suwan, badge number 197963. Are you the same Corporal Suwan who was demoted in December 2019? Na-demote ka ba, Corporal Suwan, dati?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Oh, nakasuhan ka ba dati ng grave coercion, unlawful arrest, and slight physical injuries noong January 28, 2015?
Yes, sir.
Ikaw rin ba ang same Corporal Suwan na nagkaroon ng erasure of entry in the official blotter of PCP11 noong January 28, 2015?
Yes, sir.
Nasuspend ka ba dati noong 2017?
27, sir, na-suspend ako.
Naawol ka ba noong 2013, Corporal Suwan?
Yes, sir.
Nasuspend ka ba uli noong March 28, 2024?
Hindi ko lang maalala, sir.
Yung bang evaluation mo ng ano mo? No first semester to 2024, ang rating mo ba 70 lang when you were assigned in NCRPO? If you wanna go that route, Corporal Suwan.
Yes, sir. Kung i-discuss ko po sa inyo isa-isa yan, may mga depensa po ako dyan, sir.
Yes, but
Opo.
that's not the point, Corporal Suwan. The,
Yes,
the
sir.
point is, it's just a traffic accident. It's just a traffic accident. My God, matanda yung pinag-uusapan natin dito. Reasonable force. You're a policeman. And you're even answering this way in front of the whole Filipino people. Di ka ba nahiya? Di ka ba nahiya? I'm directing our legal service, Director Mai, to file criminal case against Corporal Suwan for violation of RA 7438 for failure to inform arrested persons of their rights. Dapat binasa mo yung Miranda rights niya. I'm directing the IMIS of the National Police Commission, Director Texon, initiate a motu proprio investigation against this guy for oppression, grave misconduct, and conduct unbecoming of a police officer. We will have none of this in the Philippine National Police. Corporal ka, na-demote ka pa, sarento ka, lakas ng loob mo magsabi ng mga derogatory information ng tao. Eh, hindi naman ikaw malinis. Di ba? You've had your time. You've had your time.
Yes, sasagutin ko nila, sir.
Ito ang point ko. Ba't mo kailangan kalawitin ng matanda? Forget those information
Sir.
of the other one.
With all due respect, sir, that time marami na pong tao. Marami na pong nagagalit sa amin. Mahaba na po yung traffic. Meron siyang ibang nasagasaang tao. So, mag-isa lang po ako dun, sir. Kung sir, kung magkaroon po ng komosyon doon, bugbugin si tatay o ako ang bugbugin, kargo ko po yun dahil ina-arresto ko na po siya doon time na yun. Under the circumstance, sir, kailangan kong gawin na alisin siya doon para doon sa security namin, sir. Namin dalawa. Security niya, security ko.
We have a problem if our policemen are like this. We have a big problem. We really have a big problem. You should not have done that. He's a 76-year-old guy. Reasonable force yan. Wala namang gagawin na yung matanda doon sa bangketa.
Sir, bago po yun, sir, sa loob ng sasakyan, meron siyang inuhugot doon. Hindi ko alam kung matalim o
Okay tayo Okay na yan, okay na yan.
sir.
Okay na yan. So, any other question? I think his demeanor right now speaks 10,000 times of his character. Yes.
Thank you. May we now open the floor for question?
Bilang, I just want to make Colonel Marlon Santos comment on behalf of the Chief Philippine National Police.
Yes, sir. Magandang hapon po sa ating lahat. To understand na Police Colonel Simeon Suwan was invited here in the National Police Commission or was directed to report here in the National Police Commission to shed light on the viral video that went viral on social media wherein a policeman was seen in the CCTV arresting 76-year-old driver of another vehicle. Ito po ay naka-attract ng maraming attention ng ating mga social media users, na kung saan ito po yung umani ng malaking batikos laban sa Philippine National Police. And we submit to the National Police Commission for inviting this Corporal Suwan to give his side on the matter. But then again, as claimed by Police Corporal Suwan, na siya daw ay tinangkang banggain or binangga. Kaya niya ginawa yun. And that will be the very basis of the investigation to be conducted by the National Police Commission. Thank you, sir.
I was just handed down a note that based on validation, Corporal Suwan did not wait for the barangay to intervene. He being the person involved, he wanted to be the investigator. That was information passed on to me by our investigators on the ground.
Sir,
I'm not asking you to talk. I'm not asking you to talk, Corporal Suwan. PD, Barber, you have comments?
Yes, sir. We will fully sir, yung recommendations, sir, and we will submit our actions taken on the matter to support the investigation, sir, as also is acted by our regional director, sir.
Maraming salamat po, PD. Salamat sa suporta.
Thank you, sir.
Major Ariola, baka may komento po kayo na gusto sabihin sa publiko.
Sir, kung ano po yung magiging instruction ng provincial director po namin, gagawin po namin yung lahat ng necessary things para maipasa po namin sa provincial office yung mga kakailanganin po, sir. Thank you po.
Any other comments? Director Man?
So considering that we are already tasked to gather all evidence and prepare the necessary affidavits and the filing of the criminal complaint, the legal affairs unit will immediately conduct the same po.
Si Director Texon, is he here? What's the comment of our EMIS? What?
Sir, based on the validation conducted by the emails, we received information that the barangay already contacted the traffic enforcers at the time of the incident. And Officer Suwan, instead of waiting for the proper authority to handle the matter, so there would be no bias on the investigation, he, being a police officer, insisted that he was the one who investigate and confiscate the driver's license of the 76 years old senior citizen. And because of that, I nagkaroon ng medyo commotion and it blows over. At yun po yung nangyari. Yung nakita na po natin sa video, sa viral video. And kung sana Officer Suwan waited or being prudent, waited for the right authority to settle the matter, may iwasan po sana natin yung nangyari. Yun po.
certainly, sir.
Any other questions?
Thank you, sir. We will now open the floor for question. Let's begin with Ms. Marisol Abdurrahman from GMA.
Parang balik na balik si Vice Chair. So, magandang hapon. Just for the record, sir, ang inutos niyo po ay pakasuhan na siya ng ano-ano ulit yung para
Investigation by the EMIS for possible violation of oppression, grave misconduct, and the conduct unbecoming of a police officer. These are admin cases. I also instructed our legal affairs service to charge Corporal Suwan for violation of RA 7438. 7438 mandates na dapat babasahin mo yung Miranda rights dun sa tao yung naaresto mo. And that is guarded by the Philippine Constitution, Article 3 of the Philippine Constitution, dapat sasabihin mo dun sa taong inaaresto mo kung bakit mo siya inaaresto. And Corporal Suwan has miserably failed to do that.
Alright. Kung we understand, nagkaayos yata sila ng 76-year-old driver.
That is not relevant. Actually, kung mamarapatin ninyo, nagkaroon pa ng settlement. Sinubukan niyang dalhin ito sa investigators. Tinanggihan siya ng mga investigators, dinala niya sa barangay kung saan nagkaroon sila ng amicable settlement. Nagbayad pa yung yung matanda, nagbayad pa ng 30,000 pesos doon sa damage sa kanyang 2005 Ford Link sedan. I'm surprised na 30,000 pesos pala ang halaga ng Ford Link sedan.
Wala pong katotohanan yun, sir. Wag po tayo magpapogi sa media, sir. Yan po masasabi ko rito.
Okay.
Sana naman po, sir, ganito. Magbigyan niyo ako ng chance. Mali-mali po yung sinasabi niyo, sir. Hanggang ngayon wala pong binabayad sa akin kahit 5.
Wala pala eh. So be it.
Wag niyo po sana akong gawing instrumento dito para magpapogi kayo sa media.
Hindi kami nagpapapogi dito.
Magpapapogi kayo, sir.
Alam mo, Corporal Suwan, kung ganyan na mga klase ng police dito, I'll be happy. The National Police Commission will be happy to dismiss these types of errant cops until our policemen understand that we cannot do this to our Filipino people. We will show you what discipline is. Any other questions? Hindi dapat tayo pumayag na gagantuhin tayo ng mga kapulisan. Matanda, babastusin. Napolcom Commissioner, babastusin. Nasaan na ba ang respeto natin dito? Corporal Suwan. Kaya wala nangyayari sa Pilipinas. Kaya nawawala ng tiwala ang taong bayan sa pulis. Gaya mo. Gawa mo. Hindi ka dapat maging pulis.
Wala po katotohanan yun, sir. Hindi ko sinabi dito. Hanggang ngayon, sir. Walang binabayad.
And then so be it. Then so be it.
Sir, maging fair lang po tayo.
Okay na to. Bring Suwan up.
Maging fair lang po tayo, sir.
Bring Suwan up.
Nagawa niyo dito para magpupugi kayo ng media.
We will grant scalawags. The police force from scalawags like this. You don't deserve to wear that freaking uniform. Any other questions?
Thank you, sir. May we call Mr. Glenn Hueco from DCW.
Ano po ngayon? Sorry. Ano po ngayon yung status ni Corporal? Sir, lalo ngayon, nagkaroon kayo ng matinding sabi ko, naging mainit yung sitwasyon. Ano yung status niya ngayon?
The regional director placed him under restricted custody, rightfully so. He's now being investigated by the provincial office. Is that correct, Colonel Barber? And the NAPOLCOM is currently investigating through our IMIS and has been doing validation work on the ground. And the legal service will be filing criminal charges. All right.
Sorry, medyo nakakagulat yung police mo. That is pending case now, aside from this incident. Aside from those mentioned po by Commissioner Calini earlier, yung kanyang grave coercion, yung legal arrest, meron pa yung pending case ngayon?
So far, per hour, wala.
So lahat ng mga binanggit, kumbaga napag-serve na po niya yun.
Yes, ma'am.
Those are previous cases.
Previous
already.
cases po yun, ma'am.
But if I may run through these cases. Apparently, there are 5. First one, Awol, 79 days. Penalty. He was actually exonerated. However, pinag-file na lang siya ng 79 days na sick leave. Separated, ng September 2024. Number 2, simple neglect of duty. Failure to report to his superior. Penalty. He was exonerated. March of 2014. Third case, absent without leave. Awol, 54 days. Penalty, suspension, 180 days in March 2024. Number 4, dishonesty. Erasure of entry on the official blotter. Penalty, 1 rank demotion, June 2016. Number 5, grave misconduct. Grave threats, grave coercion, unlawful arrest, and slight physical injuries. Case dismissed for failure to prosecute in October 2040. Kung for the past 5 times he has eluded dismissal, I think this time it is clear. We will not allow that. Nag-awol na nga, nakabalik pa. I'm trying to investigate right now. Paano nakabalik tong awol na nga to? Nakabalik pa tong pulis na to? Director Pai, please check how this person was able to come back in the police service. Isipin niyo yan. Matanda, 76-year-old, kaya mong kalawitin sa kalsada, nananahimik na. Sa harapan ng kanyang provincial director, sa harapan ng spokesman ng Chief PNP, sa harapan ng kanyang boss sa Mobile Force Battalion, sa harapan ng no less than the Commissioner of the National Police Commission, he can act like this. How can he serve and protect the Filipino people? That I highly doubt. And this is precisely why the NAPOLCOM exists. Para to make sure na those who are wearing the uniform are deserving to wear the uniform. Isipin nyo na lang kung walang NAPOLCOM. Anong mangyayari dun sa matanda? Anong mangyayari sa pulis na ganito, na gagawa ng ganitong kalokohan? It will go unchecked. And we will not allow that to happen. Kita ng buong Pilipinas kung anong gano'ng walang yatong pulis na to. Wala pang remorse. Ang lakas ng loob niya magpakita ng derogatory record ng nakabanggaan niya. Pero siya naman, haba rin ng listahan niya. I don't think the Filipino people deserve a policeman such as his. He does not deserve to wear the uniform.
Sir, aside from those you mentioned earlier, what do you intend to do now with him after what
Sorry?
you did?
Do what?
After those you mentioned po, na paimbestigahan, possible na sa ng ganun, I mean, what do you intend to do now after his behavior earlier?
That actually defines him. That doesn't define what the NAPOLCOM is. We are just doing our job. Our policemen here are doing their jobs. The NAPOLCOM is doing its job. So, we are happy and proud to do our job. Mahirap yung trabaho namin. We're not making friends. Pero gagawin namin yung trabaho namin. Because we have sworn to report every day for work and do this job every single day. Pero ang tanong, anong ginagawa na itong tao to? He has sworn to serve and protect the people. Anong ginagawa niya? So, it is incumbent upon the NAPOLCOM to cleanse the police force from these calumnies. Gagawin namin yan hanggang maubos sila.
Thank you, sir. Next, may we call Mr. Val Gonzalez from DZRH.
Ay, good afternoon kay Provincial Director Barber, sir.
Yes, sir.
Ng Rizal. Good afternoon, sir. Bago kayo maglabas ng resulta ng inyong investigasyon as directed by NAPOLCOM Commissioner, ano yung immediate action po ngayon ng Rizal Provincial Director dun sa naging asal niya na nasaksihan po ninyo?
Actually po, immediately, pinarinig agad po natin siya. Ngayon din po, narinig din po natin yung immediate commanders, yung CEO doon sa second as initial action taken. And right now po, until this time, yung ating investigation section sa Provincial Office will already investigating this matter. We will comment as soon as we finish today, sir, as part of our support investigation dun sa initiation ng ating NAPOLCOM, sir. And of course, we will recommend that for our regional director so that the same will be considered and used as part of the actions taken of the PPO, sir, as well as our regional office to support the investigation of the transaction.
Ngayon po ba ay dinisarmahan na ho ninyo o didisarmahan ho ninyo si Police Corporal Suwan?
Ngayon po, sir, immediately po, sir, is under restrictive custody sa atin at saka may order na rin po siya, sir, sa regional office. Right there and then, nung malaman agad po na ating regional director ito. Hindi po natin tolerate lalo na ating regional director yung mga itong asal. Opo. So, kaya nga po ngayon pa lang po, we will place him yung kanyang armas and then we will consider him as under restrictive custody as ordered by our regional office, regional director.
He refused to tell the NAPOLCOM Commissioner kung anong unit niya as mentioned by Commissioner Kalinisan. Bakit po? Ayaw niya o kaya po ba niyo sabihin?
The report was by the COP Taguig. The COP Taguig had information na hindi siya nagpapakilala kung anong unit niya during the time.
Okay, pero ngayon, anong unit po niya, sir?
Provincial Mobile Force po na recently. Under po ni Major Riola, dito po kami.
Okay. Last na lang, Director, Colonel Barber. Napag-alaman na ho ba kung ano yung purpose niya nung siya papunta ng Trame habang nung mangyari yung incident?
Hindi naman po niya nabanggit pa. At yun nga po, isa po yun sa ilalagay namin, isasama namin dun sa recommendations namin para dun sa investigations namin yun. Hanggang ngayon, tatapusin namin para bigyan din namin ng informasyon yung aming regional officers. Yun nga, nabanggit ko na kanina. Kasi yung support dun sa guidance din ng ating chairman, Sir Calixto.
Maraming salamat, Colonel Barber, sir.
Thank you, sir. We have a follow-up question po, sir, from Mr. Glenn Monroe from DZW.
Sir, kumusta siya bilang police? I've been looking at his demeanor. Walang prejudgment naman ano. Medyo he's kinda uneasy kanina, no? Yung yung mga tingin niya iba and kung paano niya sagutin kanina si Com. I mean, kumusta siya bilang police?
Alam niyo po, hindi ko naman po siya talagang personal na kilala. He speaks, no? He speaks volume ng kanyang attitude. Nandito na nga siya sa isang okasyon ito. So ito sa ating mga chairman. Pero that character is really medyo kaibahan. So, yun nga, hindi ko man mabanggit yung personal because I'm not privy to that. Pero that, he speaks volume on his character. Supposed to be dapat binanggit na ating chairman na maliit na bagay kung sakali. Kasi na tayo na pagbigay galang, no, sa isang maliit na insidente sa traffic. Pero ganun yung ginawa niya sa isang 76 years old senior citizen. So, mali po. Hindi naman natin ito dapat palampasin. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Next, may we call Mr. Jeff Capara from ABS-CBN.
Sir, anyone na yung kumakasagot? After nung video, saan ho dinala yung matanda? Saan dinala?
Sa investigator, in a police,
Traffic?
hindi na sa traffic in a police unit, not a traffic unit.
Nata-traffic. May specific dyan, sir, para lang malinaw sa report namin kung saan dinala mismo.
I'll get back to you.
Sige, sir. Tapos, sir, you mentioned five times na yung dismissal niya, sir. May traces po ba yan? Kung paano nalusutan yung once, twice, thrice?
I'm looking into it. Talagang hindi mo makapaniwala. I mean, nag-awol ka ng sandamakbak na beses, nandito ka pa. Di ba? Kaya nga, katanggal na siya, nakabalik pa.
Anong rank ang pinag-uusapan natin kung as high as anong rank?
Naging sarhento siya, then na-demote siya.
No, I mean, dun sa nalusutan niya, ilud niya yung dismissal. Supposedly, dismiss na yung the first, second, thrice, ganun po ba yung sinasabi niyo, sir?
He had 5 infractions based on my list. Different dates. I don't know kung anong rank na niya nun. But one thing's for certain, he was already a sergeant, demoted back to corporal because of dishonesty, yung pag-erase ng official blatter.
Pero sino po ang hahabulin natin doon sa pagkabalik niya, sir? Do you think mayroong medyo...
We're looking into it. I don't know. We'll get back to you. Pero ako mismo nagtataka. Kasi dito, since I've been here, pag awol ka, tanggal ka. And that is already a case. Grave misconduct yun. And hindi ka makakabalik doon. You have a penalty of dismissal dahil you have been absent without leave. And alam din ni na Colonel Santos yun, tsaka na head ng legal natin yun. So I've been wondering, how come, dalawang beses ka ng awol, nakabalik ka pa?
Yun nga po, sinong hahabulin natin dyan?
Balikan natin, we will get back to you, pre.
At saka, yung sinabi niyo pa, sir, na parang na doktor, tama ba? Tama ba ang intindi ko, sir, na doktor na nakapag-file na lang siya ng leave dun sa awol niya? Parang
Pinag-file na lang siya ng leave dun sa awol niya.
Is that proper?
Of course not. So we will look into all of these cases. These are 5 cases. At least, he asked for it. He was mentioning cases of the other guy, which has no relevance whatsoever dun sa traffic accident. So he was asking for it. He was destroying the character of a 76-year-old guy, simpleng traffic accident, naglabas ka na ng kung ano-anong kaso, in the same vein, these are your cases.
Kung siguro po, all of us would agree na nakakagulat po yung nangyari. It's a sign of disrespect. Sir, you think meron po pong ibang mga corporal seniors one na nakahalo po doon sa mga 200,000 plus na PNP?
Really?
Ano po ang magagawa, sir, ng kabaro, ng public, and the people, sir, in general? Kasi ito, sir, kung wala pong video to, I think he will get away with it again.
Precisely. Pero ulitin ko, naniniwala ako na ang pulis natin has been serving well. However, meron talaga mga skalawag. Kung meron pang natitirang mga gaya niya, uubusin natin isa-isa. We have all the time in the world to rid the police force of these types of scalawags. Yun ang trabaho natin at gagawin natin yan. Magsawa sila sa atin. Magsawa silang kakaangal sa atin, pero tatanggalin natin sila isa-isa.
Thank you, sir. We have a follow-up question from GMA.
Although that was conduct and becoming involved, were you expecting that kind of behavior? Or ang inaasahan niyo, sir, magsusorry siya agad? Like, the usual na pinapatawag dito.
Actually had mixed emotions. I was actually discussing with Colonel Santos. He even changed his photo in his Viber account, and he was lambasting me in that private photo. Something about kalinisan, etc. So coming here, I already knew that, and it's totally I cannot describe the feeling that 1 o'clock pinatawag ka ng commissioner ng NAPOLCOM, darating ka at your own free time at 3 o'clock. That is unheard of. Walang ganun. At no less than his regional director, his provincial director, even his company commander, upon instructions of the commissioner of the National Police Commission, he did not follow. So siguro doon na lang natin sukatin at ano yung pamamaraan na pinakita niya kanina sa taong bayan. I was actually hoping he would just apologize. And I didn't want to read his derogatory information. Pero he kept on harping and yakking on the other person's information.
PD clarification lang po, didisarmahan pa lang po siya.
Yes, ma'am. Kasama po yan sa standard operating procedure natin.
Again, PD for the record para sa public. Pag sinabi bang under restricted custody, ano ho? Ang restrictions niya, ano ang kanyang status niya?
Ma'am,
Describe po.
meron po siyang mga limitations sa movement, especially now that there is already an order coming from our regional director. So, hindi po siya pwedeng umalis agad. Unless otherwise, meron siyang specific request which will be granted by the appropriate authority. Yun lang po yung may limitations lang po sa restricted custody.
After seeing his behavior as the provincial director, will you recommend some more measures for him aside from the usual based on the mandatory conditions pag under restricted custody po?
Yes, ma'am.
Based on what you have seen earlier.
Yes, ma'am, yung restricted custody, initial lang po ito. At based on his behavior, as we have seen, we will definitely recommend more severe actions. No? And this behavior, considering his behavior is not appropriate at this time. Sabi natin, dapat maging mas mapapagpakumbaba kung tayo nasa serbisyo, no? Nasa kapulisan at nasa serbisyo publiko dahil ang ating pinagsisilbihan yung ating public. No? We are not beyond doon sa ating mamamayan. So, yun po yung trabaho natin sa kapulisan.
Sir, restricted custody siya sa provincial office or doon lang sa kanilang
Sa regional office na po siya.
Sa RMED lang
Yes.
po.
Sa regional office na po. Bali may order na rin po siya
As a for A's
na ihaw region. But still po yun nga yung sinabi natin kanina, we will support the investigation kasi kahapon na po ito nangyari. But all the elements na makakatulong po sa ating POLCOM sa kanilang investigation, we will submit it po sa aming regional director para isasubmit it po sa ating
PDP kang give us now na po, ano po itong mga severe actions that you will recommend to be done to the police?
Ma'am, based po doon sa aming mga recommendation siguro, yung grave misconduct, kasama na po yan. Yung grave misconduct, which constitute na yung pinaka-severe penalty po niyan is dismissal from the service. But it will go through doon sa due process then meron tayo ng mga administrative proceeding But based on our recommendation that yun po maaring isama natin, he will face the full force of our law.
Immediate actions ngayon po, sir.
Ayun na po, ma'am. Immediate action po, relieve na po siya. He was placed under strict custody, but at the same time po, yung aming recommendation na yun nga, isasabit po namin sa aming regional director.
Pwede mag-comment lang. May naisip lang ako. Yung what we saw dun sa incident nung June 2, given that nakuhanan siya ng video ng taong bayan, that incident was public. It was very public. And it necessitated also a public response from the NAPOLCO. Hindi pwedeng alam ng taong bayan na nangyari ito, tapos walang makikita aksyon ng institusyon ng gobyerno. Kailangan natin ipakita sa taong bayan na gumagana ang institusyon ng gobyerno. Ulitin ko, ang pagkuha ng tiwala sa tao ay araw-araw na tungkulin. Nating lahat, tayo mga nasa gobyerno, araw-araw yan na duty natin. Kailangan natin ipakita, we have to earn the trust of the Filipino every single day. Hindi pwede yung viral na viral. Winalang niya yung isang matanda, wala tayong gagawin. Hindi pwedeng gano'n. And that necessitates this one. And hindi lang ako commissioner dito. Tayo po ang vice chairman at executive officer ng National Police Commission. Let me stress that. Tayo po ang tagapagtaganap ng opisinang ito. Tayo po ang nagpapakilos ng National Police Commission bilang executive officer ng NAPOLCO. Trabaho po natin ito. Hindi po tayo magdadalawang isip na gawin ang trabaho natin ng tama at mahusay. Dahil tayo po ay pinagkatiwalaan na ilagay dito sa pwestong ito ng taong bayan, pagsisilbihan natin ng maayos ang taong bayan. Kaya kahit magalit pa yung mga gaya niya, wala ho tayong pakialam. Kasi ang boss natin yung taong bayan. Winalang yan yung taong bayan eh. Kailangan ipakita ng gobyerno na may sagot ang gobyerno at gumagana ang institusyon ng gobyerno.
Thank you, sir. Are there any follow-up questions from our media partners? Hearing none, we'd like to invite again, sir, Commissioner Calinisan, for his closing statement.
Before that, siguro, any comment first from, again, the spokesman of the chief? Maraming nangyari since he last spoke.
Thanks. Nakakalungkot sir yung nangyari kanina. Pero in fact, our Police Corporal Suwan, yung kanya naging actuation in presenting himself. Actually, the very reason why the National Police Commission directed him to report here is for him to explain his side. No? Parang binigyan siya ng opportunity para naman mabigyan ng linaw kung ano kaya talaga yung tunay na nangyari in response doon sa viral video. But then again, hindi niya na-control ang kanyang emotion, no? And appropriate sanctions will be given to him. So, hindi naman po yun. Yung po naging actuation si Corporal Suwan will not speak for the entire Philippine National Police. And we submit to the decision of the National Police Commission for calling his attention together with his provincial director and company commander in the PMFC para lang maipakita sa publiko, sa tao, sa lahat ng tao na hindi po ito tolerate ng National Police Commission, including the Philippine National Police. So, yun na po. Maraming po salamat.
Again, maraming salamat po sa pagpunta. Yung pong NAPOLCO po, ang inyong pulis ng pulis. Thankful po ako na ginagampanan po natin ang ating tungkulin sa tulong po ninyo. At pangako po na hindi po tayo magsasawa na gampanan ang aming tungkulin. Gaano man po ito kahirap, gaano man po ito kadelikado, ito pong NAPOLCO po ninyo ay nandito po para sa inyo. Maraming salamat.
Thank you very much, sir. That concludes today's briefing. Good afternoon.